4440 Duplex. Now, I've done a lot of experimenting with duplex loads in the recent months with all different kinds of black powder cartridges, and I really find it interesting that it works as well as it does. Now, at first, I was a little surprised. I thought I was going to pick up a whole bunch of velocity, and you don't. You do pick up some velocity, but not a tremendous amount. But really what you gain from using a duplex load, when it comes to a black powder cartridge, is it makes the fouling, I don't want to say non-existent, because you do get some fouling, but it probably reduces it by a good 70%, which in the world of black powder, I think is considerable. Now, there are some people and some friends of mine that think that this might be, let's call it sacrilegious, but I think that the benefit outweighs whatever heinous crime against humanity you might think this could be for all of the hardcore black powder purists. But I can assure you that I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
So, this particular load is 4 grains of Reloader 7 first, followed by 30 grains of 3F cotton. Now, this is some old powder that we tested some months ago I had left over, and I needed to get rid of it somehow. I do get questions often from folks asking what we do with powders that don't really make the grade. Most of the time, if they're really bad, we'll just heat it up in some hot water and extract the nitrate back out of it, or we'll just light it on fire for fun. But powders that work out pretty good, like some of the toilet paper powders that we've tested, the cotton powder, that really matched Swiss's velocity, but not come close to the fouling and the cleanliness, I figured would be a good test for something like a duplex load to see how it cleans it up. Now, the projectile that we're going to use for this is a little different. This is a big lube bullet, and it's lubed with SPG, and they weigh 225 grains. And my friend Benji from Mill Creek Range sent me these, so thanks, Benji. I appreciate it. Typically, I would use a 240 grain projectile. It's kind of what I like, and I've had a lot of people tell me that my Winchester, which I believe was made in 1889 or 88, is 73 Winchester, 24-inch barrel. It was not originally a 4440. It started life as a 3840, but it's a 4440 now, and it was like that when I bought it. Will not shoot the heavier projectiles well. It's made to shoot the 200 grain projectiles, and I can tell you that in my experience, it shoots great out to 200 yards, which is about the most that I shoot at around here. So spare me that lecture. It seems to do fine. So here's how it went.
All right, Jake, what do we got?
We have our lovely beat up old Winchester 73 and 4440. And this stuff is loaded with 4 grains of Reloader 7, 30 grains of 3F homemade cotton powder. And these particular projectiles are the big lube projectiles. They weigh 225 grains. And they are lubed with SPG lube. And so we'll see how the duplex load 4440 does. $13.26. $13.26 again. $14.02. $13.73. $13.58. Those targets of yours are holding up well.
Thank you.
Until I miss one.
Yeah, you hit the bushes behind it.
Thank you. $13.63. Of course, it's the last one, so you have to end on a freaking miss.
Man, that rocked them targets.
So that's 30 grains of 3F cotton, which is basically the same velocity as Swiss, moving probably mid-13s with a 225 grain bullet.
No,
That doesn't suck.
I thought that you had a 1400 shot in there, and the rest of them that might average to like 1370.
We'll find out. Now,
And that was still accurate.
Yeah, I'm hitting it. I'm going to put 3 on the paper target for the people that keep saying they want to see how stuff groups.
Okay, let's do it.
Which I'm a little nervous of doing because I think it'll actually show how lousy of a shot I am. But we'll give it a try. You know, Mike Bellevue, he says to shoot 4 shots and then discount the worst one. I like the sound of that, so.
I was gonna say, I like that. Sounds good to me.
Right.
That last one was.
Oh, I see a hole up there.
That last one was high right.
Let's see how it did.
Yeah.
Besides me yanking it up there.
Hey.
That's not so bad.
Pretty good.
That was the last one. I know.
That was.
I yanked it. So yeah, there you go, right there. Pretty bitchin', yeah. For all the folks who want to see it as on paper, there you are. Yeah.
All right. Do that again.
Felt that one. I felt this grip. I like that grip.
Hit it again.
Just barely touched it.
You winged it.
Winged it.
But you got it.
I was gonna have you think see what you think.
Solid smack.
It's up to you, Papa. Order another set of grips. That way, if you fuck them up, you still have your stockers.
It's loaded.
Left. A little high, but you're still in line. Been a headshot.
I gotta wear my real glasses.
Bingo. Oh, just to the right. By inches. Solid.
Oh no.
Not the precious brass.
Well, you drop a piece of brass in there, you'll never find it. Yeah,
solid.
Okay.
Conclusion, they help.
Yes.
Works
indeed.
well.
You hit it again.
I saw that spin. So that was 190 yards at our silhouette target up on the side of the hill there. And after I put my glasses on, I could hit that target repeatedly, no trouble at all, very comfortable to shoot, accurate, at least accurate enough for me, and powerful. That averaged 1364 feet per second with a max spread of 76, delivering 929 foot-pounds of energy. Pretty respectable, especially when you compare it to some other black powder loads, and these are just straight black powder loads, that we've tried in this same rifle in other videos. 30 grains of 3F Swiss along with 40 grains of 3F Swiss, and my favorite load, 35 grains of 3F Swiss with a 240 grain round nose flat point. And even that, which gives us the most energy, 870 foot-pounds and 1278 feet per second, does not beat this duplex load. And again, that's with homemade 3F cotton powder. The 3F cotton gave us almost exact velocities as you would get with Swiss. As far as the cleanliness thing, in my subjective opinion, and I don't have anything to compare it to because this is the only duplex load I've tried in this rifle, it is much cleaner than any of the straight black powder loads we have tried. We put, I think, 35 or 40 rounds through it total, and when I got home to clean it, it looks barely dirty. Don't get me wrong, it still is a black powder load, and it still will get dirty and fouled up, but nothing like it would be if it was straight black powder. So as far as our duplex load cleaning up our not so clean cotton powder, it definitely looks like it worked. If anyone's wondering why I didn't try this through a pistol, the simple answer is I don't own any pistols in 4440, unfortunately. If I did, I would have gave it a try along with all the other black powder loads just to compare it. In my experience in 45 Colt, you have about a 300 feet per second gain from a pistol to a rifle. And again, that's a 24-inch barreled rifle and 7.5-inch barreled pistol. I would imagine that the 4440 would probably be similar, but I don't own one, so I really can't say. I don't own one yet, anyway. So, as usual, folks, if you thought this video didn't suck, do me a favor and hit the like button, consider subscribing, and if you did think it sucked, go make your own damn video. But before you go, check out this cool smoke ring right here. Until I miss one.
Until I miss one.